are known as civic, Alright, by the end of this PowerPoint, you will know how to put a passage in your own words without changing the meaning. You will know the definition of paraphrasing and how to find the main idea of the text in order to paraphrase it. So, when do you use paraphrasing? In a report, yeah, whenever you're doing a research project. You need to read the material that you are researching about and then put it into your own words because you can't just copy and paste, right? Right? The luxury of the internet, but you're not supposed to do that. Even if you do put something into your own words, let's say you're doing your report on, I don't know, anemia, and you are studying that and you put the material that you read about it, whatever, you put it into your own words. You still have to cite that. You still have to say, I got this from this source. If you don't, it's still considered plagiarism. I know that seems kind of bizarre because it is in your own words, but you still have to tell us this is where I got it. Okay? And that's the common mistake people make. They don't realize that even though they put it in their own words, they still have to cite the source. So we're going to learn how to do that. Paraphrasing is rewriting text into your own words. So you take a large passage and you summarize it into something smaller. A lot of times, any stuff that you're reading for like a research project is going to be in very educational, very professional and formal terminology. So you have to break it down and give us the meaning. You have to paraphrase. You have to read the passage carefully, decide the main ideas of the passage, highlight important words or phrases, and then put the main points into your own words. The big thing is finding what are the main ideas. It's really important to do that. Alright, if I give you this passage and I tell you to paraphrase it, just looking at it, not even reading it, what do you see that's jumped up that you are going to assume is important? Egyptians, okay. Names of the people who are listed, those are important. And then you're going to want to look for like what's actually occurring in this paragraph. Capital letters. Yeah, that makes sense because that's capitalized in the name. Ancient Egyptians believed that Osiris, the good and wise king, was the first pharaoh. He spread knowledge to other parts of the world while his wife Isis ruled Egypt in his place. Okay, so let's see what Alright, so ancient Egyptians, Osiris, the fact that he was a king, the fact that he was considered the first pharaoh, and what did he do? He spread knowledge. While he did that, his wife ruled Egypt in his place. So if we were going to paraphrase that, King Osiris was the first pharaoh and spread knowledge. Queen Isis ruled Egypt when he was gone. You like it? Short, easy. Alright, there are two ways that you can do this poorly, not do it well. Okay? First way would be copying it directly from the original text, so you don't change it into your own words. It looks too much like the original passage. What do you think the second way would be to do with that? That's very wrong. But what else? Yeah, it's too little information, too short. If your paraphrase is longer than the original passage, you're not doing a good job. Okay? So here's a poor example. And you'll notice, it's longer than the original passage. King Osiris was an ancient Egyptian king and the first pharaoh. He was good and wise, so he spread knowledge to other parts of the world. His wife Isis ruled Egypt in his place. That looks too much like the original. It's too long. It's longer than the original. And we could have cut a lot out. Okay. Another example. Upon returning home, Osiris was murdered by his evil brother Set, who cut Osiris' body into pieces and dumped them into the Nile River. Isis found the body and put it back together by winding linen bandages around it. So, what do you think is important? Yeah.
The murder of Osiris.
The murder is important. All the names, Osiris, what's the brother's name? Set, yeah, Nile, his wife.
And that's how long we did.
You want to know how, yeah, you want to know how she put them back together, and you want to know how he was murdered. That's important. So, upon returning home, Osiris was murdered. Yeah, they are all the important parts.
Why is there no
I do agree. I think that that's probably kind of important. You want to know where.
Well, yes, and like you said.
Yeah. Yeah, and the paraphrase doesn't even include that he dumped it into the river. I think that, yeah, you should probably include that. But, and it just depends on how little information you want to present to whatever you're talking about. Alright, another poor example, and it's too short. Cyrus was murdered and Isis found the body. We need to know the brother was the murderer. We need to know how he was murdered. Okay, so those things are important. That's too few information. Alright, here are the rules again. Read the passage carefully, find the main ideas, highlight important words, and put the main points of view in words. So if I give you this passage again, just glancing at it, what do you see that's important? 1857. Dates, numbers, statistics, anything like that, always important. Richard Burton and John Stepp. Lee Stepp. The lake. Yeah. Okay, so any proper nouns, definitely. Good. So let's see what they highlighted. They highlighted, but it gives you 3 choices. Which one is the best? The second one, yeah. It's the one that has the date and it includes both names. The rest of them don't include both names or a date. So you definitely need to always include a date or any number that was listed because the statistic is important. What about this one? Speck discovered Victoria Nyanza and was convinced the White Nile flowed from it. The second expedition proved him right when he found the outlet of the Nile at a waterfall which he named Ripon Falls. So what's important again? Speck. He's discovering something. We need to know that. The fact that he named the new waterfall Ripon Falls, that's